Welcome everybody. Before we start, pause the video and read the question carefully. As we can see, the question is asking me about the moles of sodium thiosulfate and how can I determine the numbers that will be reacted with I2. And I2 is oxidized by potassium dichromate. So in general, we can represent this in terms of a beautiful equation, and you can remember that equation of redox reactions once we use the differences in the oxidation numbers and stuff. So I want to show you, let's start with the chromate, Cr2O7. There is no need to write potassium because it's a spectator ion and don't need it at all, and it has a fixed oxidation number as we used from the oxidation number rules. Cr2O7 is reduced to Cr2 positive 3. And at this point, we have to make a simple calculations and simple balancing. We multiply this by 2, and then we add 7 water molecules, and then we add 14 hydrogen positive. And we can see that the balancing here, we have the overall charge is positive 6, and here is positive 12, since you have 2 in here and 14. Then the overall is positive 12. In order to make balancing, we add 6 electrons. The second equation says that the I negative is changed into I2. So at this point, we have to balance the number of I. We multiply this by 2. And then we add 2 electrons in order to make balancing. But the question here, before doing the balancing part, the question says that we add 3 moles of K2Cr2O7. And at this point, we have to multiply the whole equation by 3 because we have 3 moles. So as we multiply this by 3 moles, you multiply this on here like this. All of these are multiplied by 3. You will end up with having 18 electrons. The number of electrons in the second equations must be the same, which means that I have to change these 2 electrons in here to be 18. And that's why we have to multiply the whole equation by 9. If we multiply it by 9, you will have 18I negative, 10I2 plus 18 electron. And actually, we can multiply this one here, but I just want to clarify it way more, because what is really interesting in this part is determining the number of moles on both sides of the equations. At this point, I determined that the moles of I2 that will be reacted in this one here, the 3 moles of potassium dichromate. The rule says here, each 1 mole of I2 is reacted with 2 moles of S2O3. So we can say each 1 mole of I2 is reacted with 2 S2O3 negative 2. And since we have 9 molecules of I2 at this point, how many moles of S2O3 in here? 9 times 2 equals 18 mole of S2O3, which is, by the way, thiosulfate. And that's why the answer is D.